Okay, this guy's a piece of shit. So he's got very strong physical attacks, that's why I immediately put Diabetus in the back row. I can't really do anything. So if I had brought the other two summoners to this side, or Kryl and somebody who wasn't Diabetus, this would be an incredibly tedious battle. So, as it stands, all I can really do is whack them off and hope I get a good Geomancy, or a good Gaia in. Which sucks because it cycles between, I think, two things, Sonic Boom and Wind Slash. Wind Slash is good, it's great, it's all I want to happen. And then Sonic Boom is the, like a gravity-based spell, I believe. The wind does a fair amount of damage though, because Kryl has the Magus Rod equipped, which boosts elemental damage, such as winds. And Diabetus, meanwhile, can just kind of dink away with his shitty thief knife, which is somehow the best weapon I have up to this point. Maybe there was something I could have stolen with the thief knife that would have replaced it and been a good sword, but I will get a better sword. Don't you worry. I don't know if it's the best sword for Diabetus, but it's the best one that I could find. So, yeah. That's pretty much what the fight is, so let's kind of skip most of it. Because, wow, it is a really tedious fight. Just have all the high potions you can, and be sure to never give him an ether out of the goodness of your heart, because, yeah, you'd kill somebody. Holy moly, we got good magic. I mean, have they ever tested that concept? Do they know it works when they were designing the tower? Do they know that it's set up to do the explode? Because, I mean, they're just claiming it. I don't think so. So, getting behind this fight. You do a physical attack. He's like, nope, I'm omniscient. I don't think so. So, any physical characters are no-go. If you use a Gaia, same thing, counts as a physical attack. So all you can do is summon. What a fun fight. Well, I mean, it's more fun than the previous one. So set up the buffs, and then just kill it with summons and shit. What more are you gonna do? And then don't mistakenly, as I want to do, try to scroll down to summons like, oops, this is the Geomancer, I hit Gaia by accident. Oh, gotta start the whole fight over, yay. So, Behemoth versus Odin for damage. The Baja men are kind of a waste of MP. Odin did okay damage. And, oh. He appears to be susceptible to his own silence, so that should make the fight kind of a breeze. Experiment with elemental weaknesses, however, you may find that wind is a bit better. Would have been handy to have Kryl for this fight since she has the Magus Rod right now, but that becomes all this fight's all about, is just throwing Serpent at the guy. So we can speed this up. To speed it up, but not to the point that we mistakenly start the fight over. Although he's silenced now, so maybe, I wonder if he can't do that. Well, I guess the silence wore off. Or it didn't hit him at all. We'll never know. And with the Reflect on, his final attack is shit. It's worthless. Fuck him! Fuck him! And voila! That's all there is to it. A moment of silence for Omniscient. I thought that wasn't gonna happen if we took it in at the same time. WT fuck. Hell. Heck. So I'm guessing there was a scene that was cut for time there as far as escaping the tower, but forget it. And the tower was sitting on this place. Where Sid and Mid have been trapped this entire time like that, I guess. Guess I should have come to check on you, but Sid, you were doing research just then? After I vomited 6 or 7 times, I had an epiphany. Thank God Sid and Mid survived. I wish I could do this in real life. Actually, when I record commentary at all, that's what I feel like. That's how I see myself. Several of myself walking around a microphone. Makes sense? Actually, it should take a lot longer because all we're doing is walking back and forth between places. I mean, awkward silence, yeah, but it is kind of his fault. That's what you get, climate change deniers! Should do what? What did you even do? As you can see, this airship is perfectly set up to go underwater. Just trust me. It works. We don't need to test it. Can you fight for peas? Lena, were you not listening to anything that was going on? Indeed, we can go under the waves. Normally, there would be not much reason to do that, but there's something in it for my party. So I might as well get the tablet along the way. Is this airship underwater? Not yet. So the tablet underneath the waves. Why, it's these particular waves. That transformation made absolutely no sense, but there's a couple other spots you can go to at the submarine in World 3, but as far as I know, there's no real reason, for my particular party at least, to go to those other two. If I am wrong or full of shit, though, I'd love to hear it. But the reason we're going to this tablet is not for the tablet, which unlocks some more of those legendary weapons for us, none of which are particularly useful for the party now. But it does have a summon for us, the final summon we don't have. And by we, I mean me. To the Ice Story Falls. Alright, gargoyles, I mean, I know your shit. And I'm not afraid of your shit. I gotta kill you both at the same time, which is pretty doable when I do Gaia instead of summon by mistake. And Odin, I think, if my eyes did deceive me, or was that a single target? No, it was multi-target, but just did the single target. But fuck it, we got Hammett. And yes. They're just generous enough with how much time they give you before the second revives. Look, I don't give a shit about the tablet, just show me where Leviathan is. Leviathan will finally provide me with a much-needed source of water-based damage. Well, I don't know if it's much needed. In fact, off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything that's weak to water. I mean, I'm sure I'll come across something later. Or maybe one of the wall-changey thingies. But with Leviathan, I'll have officially, then, every element. You got fire with Ifrit. You got wind with Sildra. You got ice with Shiva. You've got lightning with Rama. You've got water with Leviathan. You have all those things with the Mystic Knight except wind and water. You sometimes have wind with the Geomancer, depending on the time of day / battlefield of day. No idea what that Geomancy does. I call it Geomancy, but it's Gaia. Look, my first experience with the Geomancer was Final Fantasy Tactics. And also, hey! You gotta have one in every game, so let's fuck him up before he can stabby us. So there is the Flare Blade for your viewing pleasure. I don't really know much about its properties, other than it just seems to add damage. So it's like, only good. You can't really fuck up by putting flare on your sword. And oh, we just fucked up that Tonberry. Was a little too jittery with him, and he's in fact quite harmless with our buddy Odin. So this dungeon is pretty simple. Ugh, back attacks. The one reason why it's sometimes nice to have a thief in your party. Normally my first instinct is to be like, no, nope, run, but of course now Odin is not wanting to do his instant death for us. Is that an instant death, Gaia? Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics was where it was at for Geomancers for me back in the day. They were, Final Fantasy Tactics, were Geomancers good? Can't really remember, I don't recall really ever using them. You can be a little more strategic with using them because you can like move your Geodude to a specific spot on the map, and then that spot will inform what sort of Geo powers you have. And they could also use axes. Could Geomancers use axes? I'm pretty sure they didn't use bells. But I think they used axes. I vaguely remember whacking people off with axes as a Geomancer. And axes were weird because they did variable damage, which was unsettling. I like reliability, my weaponry. Even if axes sometimes do like a holy shit bunch of damage. They do a holy shit not bunch of damage. What's the point? Bro. But yeah, this dungeon, it's fine. It's pretty short. Figure experiment with the Holy Blade here. See what it's all about. It looks just like the Flare Blade, only holy colored. It does not appear to add significant amounts of base damage though, like the Flare Blade does. So unless you're fighting an undead dude, as far as I can tell, no real reason to use the holy shit blade. Also treasure. And it's protected by a waterfall and a switch. So no doubt. So my hesitation there was like, wait, is there something I'm not seeing here? Is there some kind of trick? Do I need to like flip a second switch along the way? Getting in my head, it's like, I just run, just go for it, yes. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the right solutions. So this is a pretty brief dungeon, although if you aren't paying attention, as I am sometimes wont to do, it can be easy to sort of miss the way progress is towards the end. Which I'll admit happened to me for a brief time. It's like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Back attacks, just fuck it. Having to switch rows with everybody, that takes up a whole turn in my turn-based RPG. I know I missed a treasure chest up there, but turns out it's just like a phoenix down or something. Not essential treasure, and I believe I went back and got it later. The reflect rings, pretty well stacked on those. And I'm treasure hunting now, so I got no time. I got no time for these rando encounters. Of the third kind. More like of the turd kind. Because these enemies suck, right? Overall, not too much to this dungeon. I wouldn't call it a fungeon. Like, it's not a dungeon where you replace the D with an F because it's fun. It's just like, you know, just kind of there. Come to think of it, these dungeons in this game in particular aren't all that, like, wowy. They're just like, yeah. Oh, hey, speaking of great stuff. I wasn't even talking about great stuff, but that enhancer, you notice that attack boost from like 66 to 102? That's pretty damn good. So of course I get all like pumped up and I'm just like, how much damage can I do with this shit? It's gonna be a 999 or 2500. Which is still solid, don't get me wrong. Especially compared to that, come on. Figure conserve my MP since that was a save point just recently. Hey, a passable geomancy. Gaia. Earth spell. So as far as I know, that enhancer was probably the most important treasure of the dungeon, because now my party's like pretty super optimized. For the most part, I think. See, when I was first going through this, I kind of forgot about, like, I associate falling down holes with bad. So I kind of avoided those, not realizing that, hey, I haven't seen a way to go below the floor I'm on currently without falling down those holes. Unfortunately, that embarrassment's edited out. But essential treasure, I think we got it. I think the party's pretty effectively enhanced. Pardon the pun. Hesitated just a little too much there. For useless treasure, again. Ugh. Anyway. Let's go to the progress. Progress as in the end. So a little menu shit edited out, and we get the tablet. With absolutely no boss fight. We just get it. Isn't that nice? We just exit this dungeon with, oh my god, what a surprise, there was a conflict. Also, sorry I'm late. Also, what is he? He looks kind of like he's wearing a jester hat with spine spikes. is pissed. As in drunk. Because he's a water monster. So one thing I know, Leviathan is water, and I happen to have something that absorbs water. I don't know, your water looks pretty dirty. It's all like green. Is it chlorinated? Actually, it might be chlorinated water. Is this a pool? Oh, Leviathan looks so happy. Look at him. Hey! I am delighted. It's hard to talk with your mouth like that. Like, try to smile like that and say things. This is... Hey! It's challenging. That's what I'm saying. So, start off figuring, like, you're probably weak against lightning, right? So, quick test here, yeah, it did more damage than normal. So then I optimize the party, get them all golemed and reflected, and it's like, wow, that does quite a bit of damage that I can't really heal. Except with the protect rings. Then I got the enhanced Thundaga Blade. So then the only real strategy, right, is just throw all the lightning at it. Even though he's weak to lightning, I wonder if, like, Odin or Bahamut better. So it's like, oh, I need to revive everybody, but then it's like, wait, Diabetus is immortal now, so... Well, mostly immortal. Immortal enough to where this strategy will probably work. And hey, it did. And I believe that's all the summons. So with that, we've got everything the Mystic Knight can use, we got everything the Summoners can use, the Geomancer is there also. So I believe all the errands in World 3 that we've needed to do are now done, which means we should be all set to go to the final stretch of the game, the Void. Perhaps since it's the final stretch of the game, maybe I'll go from doing these post-commentary things to streaming it live, maybe having some experts give me some tidbits of info, give me some pro tips, so I can be more assured of finishing this within the next week or so that I've got left. And then we can never have to stream a JRPG again. Until next year. And hopefully I'll have a party with a little more variety in it. But that'll do it for now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully in the next series, we're gonna beat this game off.